Hey, good morning, guys. I'm on my way to work, and this is probably the fourth time I've done this video. I keep doing it, and then I will erase it because I don't like it. And I've just gotten really picky lately with my videos, so just forgive me. I usually just roll with it, but see, because I want to continue to do better and better, I want my content to be more precise and effective. So today I wanted to talk about dealing with depression. I'm doing a discussion group today at 6 o'clock at the clinic, and so I'm excited to sit down. I love doing group, by the way. I love doing group, because I love being able to sit down with people who just want to discuss ways to improve life. Because I always learn from the people I talk to, whether it's one on one or in a group. And it doesn't matter if it's a client, if it's a friend, if it's some dude who's homeless. I know that wisdom lies everywhere, and sometimes it's in the most amazing places. Places you wouldn't even think that you'd find some nuggets of understanding and wisdom are the places that I look the closest at. So it's an exciting time for me. And I think that's why I love what I do, because I'm constantly learning from everybody I come in contact with. So, anyways, I want to do this topic on depression. And, a lot of you guys don't know that I've struggled with depression probably most of my life. Depression and anxiety, not to mention also addictions. And I just remember growing up, my parents thought I was just moody, and I always was just, I don't, saying negative is just so cliche. I always lacked the energy to smile with the people that were closest with me. I could fake it with anybody that I was just hanging out with for a minute. So at work, I was the jokester, I was the funny guy. I was the guy that was always there with a smile and a kind word. But on the inside, when I would get home, I was struggling with serious depression. I would go home and I'd start drinking at like 6 o'clock. And then I take some sleeping medication just to kind of knock me out because I was always tired, you know. And I remember my mom just kind of getting on me one day because it was a family reunion, and I hated spending time with my family. I hated it, because I couldn't fake it around them, and it all just kind of came out. And I remember my mom saying, because one of the signs of my depression is that I would get irritated very quickly. And I remember her saying, son, could you have as much patience with your family as you do with your clients? And I was just like, wow. That just kind of hit me like, right between the eyes. And I was like, man, why don't I have patience with the people that are closest with me, that know me the best, that have always been there with for me? Why don't I have more patience for them? And just really looking at my life, as I continued on that journey, I started to discover how deeply depressed I was. And the only way I discovered it was because I started to sample sobriety, not necessarily from the drinking, but from just the darkness. I started working out. I started hanging around positive people at church. I started going to church more. I started, really having, great conversations with people who were authentically happy. And just hanging out with those people really caused this discrepancy in my own mind on, why aren't I like that? What's wrong with me? I didn't even think there was anything wrong with me. I thought I was normal. I thought that was just the way it was. And I didn't realize how negative I was. So now we flash forward, and I'm 50, you're in turn 51 this year, and it's become so natural for me to apply all these different strategies that I have to be on 100% go, that I forget that other people that I deal with It's an alien culture for them. So I wanted to do this discussion group today just to talk about, how I attack depression and anxiety in my life to keep me insulated from my own issues that are always seeking to try to take me over. So today I got up. Actually, no, well, so I started the day yesterday, you know, and I got all my clothes ready and, you know, made sure, I had all the food and everything. And I went to bed. I got in the bed at 9:30 and I was asleep by probably about 10:15. And it was only an hour earlier because I usually go to bed like about 11. And I was amazed at how much of a difference that made because I was up at 4:30 and I went back to bed because, it was too early for me to get up. But I was only halfway asleep, because in my mind, I started off just being grateful and just thanking God for allowing me to wake up and to start this day. And so I'm doing that, and I'm thinking about, okay, what I'm gonna have for breakfast. I'm drinking my water, and where do I need to start? So I'm already revving the engine mentally to prepare my body to follow what my mind is telling it to get ready to do. It's like, okay, get ready, Will, get ready, body. We're gonna get up, get ready, get ready. And then I got up, and then everything just went so smoothly. And I went to the gym, started, moving that body, because we can move that mind, but if we don't do anything with the body, you're only gonna be so successful. That's the biggest reason why I work out because I want my body to be as healthy as my mind, and vice versa, and so I try to do all those things to try to get myself in sync, mind, body, and spirit. I want everything to be in sync so I can be as effective as possible. So I did that, came back home. My wife had already helped me with my lunch, because, we meal prep. And so I had that ready, got my protein shakes, and started to head out the door. Heading out the door, thinking about what I want to do in a video, thinking about the group I want to do tonight on depression. And all that stuff is exciting to me because I want to bring the excitement. I want to bring the lightning because how can I talk about coming out of depression if I am bland, if I'm not excited, if I'm not passionate, if I can't be an example of positive energy? I'm only going to be so effective. So, in order for us to really have that positive energy, we've got to live a lifestyle of what am I? My pastor said, you have to have a renewable, sustainable core. So your core has to be have the ability to recharge itself. So what do we do to recharge? I am a threefold person. I am spirit, mind, and body. So I need to recharge myself in all those areas. And when I'm going to talk to people tonight, what are we doing nutritionally? If you have no energy, you got to check yourself. I mean, a lot of people get up in the morning and they just get up with their depression and coffee. Oh well, some of us are getting it with our depression and Red Bull, and so there's no actual fuel in the tank. So there's nothing really for your body to feed off of except our own negative attitude. And mind you, I'm positive, but if I don't eat nutritionally, I'm only going to have so much fuel to fight my own issues. So that's just so key. So then mentally, I meal prep, but I also emotionally, spiritually, and mentally prep. And this is what this is all about, us being prepped to handle the challenges that life is going to throw at us. And it's going to throw us challenges. And there's no getting out of it. Okay, there's no getting out of it. You're going to face those challenges either negative or positive. I just prefer to face it positive. Let the issues try to drag me down. Okay, let that happen instead of me already starting on the ground and letting the issues just bury me. So I mentally prep. I start watching videos. I'm watching John Gray this morning. I'm watching Steve Furtick. I'm watching Eric Thomas. I'm watching Inky Johnson. I'm listening to these people. I'm listening to some positive music. I'm jamming. I'm getting my mind going, focused and energized and ready to go. This is not. natural. Okay, it's intentional, and that's what we have to get in our head. It's not luck. It's an intentional strategy to be successful, to be an overcomer. So that's what we're going to be talking about today in group. So it's at 6 o'clock today at the clinic. If y'all want to come by and see me. We're going to have a good time. I will be buying donuts. I'm not going to eat any. I hope I'm not lying. I'm going to really try hard not to eat any, but I've meal prepped all day, so I should be okay. Should be okay. The donuts are for you guys. So we're going to have a good time. So I hope to see you guys tonight, and I will talk to you later. Love you guys. Peace.